My name is Amelia Foster. I'm 27 years old. I sat at our kitchen table 3 weeks ago, laptop open, looking at our bank statements. Well, my bank statements. My boyfriend, Brandon, 26, kept his separate, which should have been my first clue. Bran, we need to talk about money, I said as he walked in, carrying 2 Nordstrom bags. He set them down, already rolling his eyes. What now, Amelia? I've been covering rent, utilities, groceries, everything for the last 6 months. My savings are gone. We need to budget, and maybe you could contribute. He laughed. Actually laughed. Not a chuckle, but that condescending laugh that makes you feel 2 inches tall. Amelia. You think your opinion matters? That's cute. Me? I'm serious. I can't keep floating us both. You're shopping, Brandon. My shopping? I work hard. I deserve nice things. Maybe if you got a better job instead of that sad IT position, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Me, I make $65K a year. That's decent, but I can't support 2 people when one spends $3,000 a month on clothes and makeup. He walked over, patted my cheek like I was a child. Bran, baby, you knew who I was when we started dating. I have standards. If you can't maintain them, maybe you're not the woman I thought you were. Me, so, you want help with bills or cut back on shopping? Why would I? You managed fine so far. Stop being dramatic. I stared at him. 2 years together. 8 months living in this apartment. 6 months of him being between jobs while maintaining an Instagram lifestyle that suggested trust fund kid, not unemployed. Me, you're right. My opinion doesn't matter. He smiled, kissed my forehead. See? Was that so hard? Now I have a guy's brunch tomorrow, so I'll need some cash. I closed my laptop. No, Brandon. Excuse me? Me? No cash, no more. He laughed again, but it was less certain. Very funny. Come on, it's like $200 for bottomless mimosas. And me? I said no. Something shifted in his face, but he shrugged it off, probably figuring I'd cave like always. I didn't. That night, I did some math. Brutal, honest math. In 6 months, I'd spent rent, $10,800, $1,800 per month. Utilities, $1,200. Groceries, $3,600. His emergency requests, $500. Dates/entertainment, $23,000. While he contributed exactly zero, his credit cards were maxed, but somehow he always had money for Sephora hauls and designer bags. I made a decision. If my financial opinion didn't matter, neither did my financial support. The first few days were comedy gold. Brandon didn't notice immediately because he had cash squirreled away from previous emergencies I'd funded. But by day 4, reality started knocking. Brandon, the Instacart guy, says the card was declined. Me? Yeah, I removed your access to my account. What? Why would you just do that? Me? No, buy your own groceries. He stood there, mouth open, genuinely confused, like I was speaking a foreign language. But I don't have any money until my unemployment comes through. Me? Sounds like a you problem. He stomped off, came back an hour later with McDonald's. Guess he found some change in his purse. Day 5 was when the real panic started. His phone got shut off. Brandon, my phone isn't working. Me? Yeah, I took you off my plan. Told you 3 months ago to get your own. But I need my phone for job hunting. Me? Library has free Wi-Fi. The manipulation tactics started immediately. First came the tears. Big, dramatic, mascara-running tears. I can't believe you're doing this to me after everything we've been through. Me? Everything we've been through? You mean me paying for everything while you mock my financial concerns? That was a joke. Obviously, your opinion matters. Me? Nah, you were right. It doesn't. That's why I'm not sharing my opinions or my money anymore. Then came the anger. He threw my PlayStation controller at the wall. Miss me? Hit the drywall. Great. There goes the security deposit. You're financially abusing me. Me? Financial abuse is controlling someone's money. Your money is yours to control. Mine is mine. Next was bargaining. He put on lingerie I bought him, ironic, and tried to seduce me. Bran, baby, let's not fight about stupid money. Come to bed. Me, I'm good. Also, rent's due in a week. Your half is $900. He literally froze mid-hair flip. My half? Since when do I pay rent? Me? Since your financial decisions became solely your responsibility, which was when you said my opinion on our finances didn't matter. You're being ridiculous. I don't have $900. Me? Better figure it out. Landlord doesn't accept excuses. He called his mom. I heard his version through the thin walls. He's gone crazy. He cut me off from everything. I'm basically homeless. No, I don't know why. He just snapped. His mom must have asked some follow-up questions because Brandon's tone changed. Well, yeah, I haven't been working. No, not for 6 months. He was fine with it before. No, I don't have savings. Mom, you're supposed to be on my side. The call ended with Brandon throwing his phone or trying hard to dramatically hang up on a dead phone. Rent was due. Brandon had scraped together exactly $73. I have some money. See? I'm trying. Me, that's nice. You need $827 more. Can you cover me just this once? I'll pay you back. Me, with what money? For what job? He'd been job hunting, which consisted of taking selfies in business casual I'd bought him and posting about big things coming on social media from Starbucks Wi-Fi. When I didn't budge, he tried a new tactic. Gaslighting. You've changed. You used to be generous and caring. Now you're just cruel. Me, I'm exactly the same, just not funding your lifestyle anymore. It's like you want me to be homeless. Me, I want you to take financial responsibility like an adult. The next day, he brought reinforcements. His best friend Kyle showed up. Kyle, Amelia, what's going on? Brandon devastated. Me, did he tell you he refuses to work or pay bills? Kyle, he said you suddenly cut him off for no reason. I pulled up my banking app, showed 6 months of statements. Every transaction highlighted me. I'd paid for everything while he shopped. I asked him to contribute or budget. He said my opinion didn't matter. Kyle was quiet for a moment, then, Bran, why aren't you working? I'm building my brand. What brand? You post selfies. Even his best friend wasn't buying it. He left after telling Brandon to figure it out. Then came the extinction burst. Wait, no. Let me call it what it was. The desperation explosion. Brandon sold his designer bags. Well, tried to. Turns out the Gucci was fake. The Louis Vuitton was inspired by, and the only real piece was a Coach wristlet that got him $50. He tried selling his clothes on Poshmark. Made $200 total because fast fashion doesn't hold value, and he'd cut the tags off everything else for Instagram photos. His mom sent $300 with a note that this was a one-time thing. His dad didn't send anything, but did call to say he was disappointed in his life choices. Total, $623. Still $277 short. I paid my half directly to the landlord, explained the situation. He was unsympathetic to Brandon's plight. Rent was due in full or eviction proceedings would start. He said, "You're both on the lease." That's when Brandon discovered something interesting about adult life: consequences. The 3-day pay or quit notice was posted on our door Monday morning. Bright pink. Impossible to miss. Brandon's scream probably woke the whole complex. Amelia, what is this? Me? Eviction notice. We have 3 days to pay or start packing. He was hyperventilating. This is your fault. How am I supposed to pay my half? Me. I'm respecting your independence. You wanted your financial opinions to be the only ones that matter to you, remember? That's when he snapped. Not angry. Snapped. Reality snapped. Please, please, Amelia, I'm begging you, pay the rent. I'll do anything. Me, get a job. I can't get hired in 3 days. He called everyone. Extended family, old friends, ex-coworkers from his last job, retail, which he quit because it was beneath him. The responses were telling. I told you this would happen. Maybe it's time to grow up. I can't keep enabling you. Have you tried, working? By day 2, he was desperate enough to apply for fast food jobs, the same job he'd mocked me for suggesting months ago. They want me to work nights and weekends. He wailed. Me, that's how jobs work, Brandon. $15 an hour, that's nothing. Me, it's 15 more than you make now. He actually did get hired at Target. Seasonal help. He would start in a week. Too late for rent, but progress. The 3rd day, he made one last play. Dressed in his best outfit that I'd bought, makeup perfect from products I'd funded, he sat me down. Okay, Amelia, I get it. I was wrong. Your opinion matters. I should have listened about budgeting. Can you please pay the rent? I'll pay you back from my Target checks. Me, no. His face crumbled, but I admitted I was wrong. Me, after we got an eviction notice, not after I raised concerns, not after 6 months of carrying us both, after consequences hit. So what? We're just going to be homeless? Me, I'm not. I've been approved for a studio apartment, moving out tomorrow. The look on his face was like I just told him Santa wasn't real. You're leaving me? Me? I'm leaving this situation. You can come if you can pay half the rent at the new place. $600 a month. I don't have $600. You start at Target next week. Save up. The meltdown was epic. He called me every name in the book, said I trapped him, manipulated him, planned this all along. Me? I planned to have a partner who contributed. You planned to have a sugar daddy. Neither of us got what we wanted. Final update. I moved into my studio. 500 square feet of peace. No designer bags cluttering the closet. No packages arriving daily. Just me, my gaming setup, and a budget that actually made sense. Brandon is still in the old apartment. The landlord gave him until the end of the month after his parents co-signed a payment plan. He started at Target, posts Instagram stories complaining about retail life, and starting from the bottom. He texted me last night. I worked 40 hours this week. After taxes, I made $480. How did you do this for years? Me. Budget, save, live within means. You know, the stuff you said didn't matter. I can't afford anything. Rent takes everything. I had to buy work clothes at Goodwill. Goodwill, Amelia. Me. Welcome to adulthood. This isn't fair. You make so much more. Me. I also worked through college, got certifications, and never assumed someone else would fund my life. Can we try again? I've learned my lesson. Me. What lesson, Brandon? That money matters. That I need to contribute. Me. Wrong lesson, Brandon. Then what? That your actions have consequences, that respecting your partner includes respecting their concerns, that I deserve nice things isn't a financial plan. He sent a long paragraph about how he's changed. He sees clearly now he'll do better. Maybe he means it. Maybe he's just broke. Doesn't matter. I'm dating someone new. Matthew. He's a teacher. Makes less than me, but insisted on splitting our first date bill. When I offered to pay, he said, I appreciate that, but I'm not looking for a sponsor. I'm looking for a partner. Refreshing. Brandon's Instagram is interesting these days. Gone are the videos and luxury brunches. Now it's outfit of the day in Target uniform and motivational quotes about growth through struggle. His mom reached out last week, said I was cruel for abandoning her son. I sent her the bank statements, 6 months of them. Her response? Oh, I didn't realize we enabled this, didn't we? Yeah, you did. Last I heard, Brandon's working 2 jobs now. Target and weekend shifts at Starbucks. He's saving for his own studio, learning to budget, shopping at regular stores, being an adult. Funny how when my financial opinion suddenly mattered, he figured out finances real quick. My studio is small, but mine. My bank account is recovering. My gaming setup is uninterrupted. And my new girlfriend thinks my IT job is really cool and appreciates that I'm so responsible with money. Turns out my opinion mattered all along, just not to the right person. Edit. Since I'm asked, yes, I checked with a lawyer before moving out, since we were both on a lease and I gave proper notice to both landlord and roommate Brandon. I was clear the eviction would have hit both our records, which is why I arranged alternate housing. And no, I don't hate Brandon. I hate that it took an eviction notice for him to take basic adult responsibility. But hey, growth is growth, even if it's forced by circumstances.